All right. So welcome everyone to our business training tonight for Team All In. My name is Heather LaCroix and I am the host for this evening. Shelley Sheridan will be doing the presentation, so I'll introduce her in just a moment. I have been with Neolife as a promoter for 26 years now. I've been through many cycle trainings, and of course the cycle means you're going around in a cycle. And so every time you come around to do a training, you're at a different spot in your life and a different spot in your business. So we can always learn something at that new place that we're in. So tonight we're looking at vision. And before we get started, I would like to make sure that everybody has a moment to get a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be big. It can be an 8.5, sheet of printer paper. I had a file folder. You can use a file folder, a piece of, cardboard, anything that you might have, because we're going to have this as a workshop session tonight. So I've known Shelley for quite a number of years. We're both teachers. We didn't meet teaching, but we still educate and inform people. And that is really sort of what we love to do. And I know Shelley loves to do that. We're both very active people, having a healthy, active lifestyle. So we have a lot in common, Shelley. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce you this evening for our leader and presenter for our vision workshop. Shelley.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Heather. And I'm so excited to be doing this. We have done the vision a couple of months ago, and it will keep coming up because that vision and the goal setting and the planning is always so foundational to growing your business. But we're going to do it a little bit different this time because we want it to be a little bit more interactive. So just to talk a little bit about vision. So if you were on the when we talked about vision the last time, get that sheet of paper that we worked through because we're still going to be working with it. And as Heather said, if you weren't on it, then grab something because we're going to be working through it tonight. So having a vision is your roadmap. And it's kind of like, if you're in a car and you're kind of driving all over the place, you kind of need to know where you want to go. And I know when I was talking on stage at Impact Summit, a lot of what I was saying was from my vision board and how each aspect was really connected to Neolife and what I was doing. So we're going to take each section individually and go from there. So I'm just going to move to the next slide. And let's hope it moves. All right, you can move. And nothing is moving. Of course it did it when I was practicing. All right. Let's stop the share for a second. And we will do it one more time and see if it will come up this time. Whoops, what's that one? Let's do it from here. And that one's not going to work from. All right, let's try it from there. Okay, suggestions, Heather?
Yes, you need to click on slideshow. I see it showing there, but your cursor is not on slideshow. Up at the top. All right, resume slideshow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There it is. Okay, thank you. So the first part that we're going to work on is spiritual and emotional. And I put a couple of things in there. Who gives you guidance, whether it's God, whether or not it's the universe, whether or not it's moon cycles, whatever you believe in, we're going to be is part of your vision board. What keeps you grounded, what keeps you positive, like nature, yoga, being in my office so that I'm in the right mindset. The time management schedule keeps me positive and working. But what I want to do, and the last one is, what are you doing for personal growth? Are you listening to podcasts? Are you reading books? What is it that you're doing? But what we're going to do we're also going to be using the chat. Okay, so this is where I want it to be a little bit interactive and fun, because as you're working on that part, and just remember that what you're putting down kind of relates back to what you're doing with your Neolife business. Okay, that's kind of like the focus, because when I am doing something for personal growth, whether it is for me personally, just learning about different things, or how to communicate with people, whether it's my neighbors or my friends, that's also going to be helpful for my business. Okay, so I wrote down here, I'll start us off, and what I'd like you to put in the chat are just some words that you want as part of your spiritual or emotional section. Okay, so I'm going to put down for mine, from the heart. So as you're thinking of things, because it's going to go a little bit quiet here because people are focusing on their vision board. So for it not to be so quiet, let's start putting some things in the chats of the different words or different pictures that you want to put on your board. Let me see who's all on here. Yeah, Wen, do you have a word that you can just pop in there? Podcast. Awesome. Thank you, Heather. And the reason we want things from different people is because all of a sudden it might give you an idea. Those are great ideas. Yoga, attending leadership. Love those. And I'm going to add this one in because I know some people are, whether they go to church or however they follow God or whatever different religions might be. So it can be anything. It can be watching the sunset. Absolutely. That's very emotional. Faith is a good word. And that might be on your vision board. Somebody else might say universe. Oh, so important, Gina. Taking time to reflect alone. Yes. Absolutely. These are some great ideas. Family. I like that one, Luz. Because all of this keeps you in a good spot, in a very, for lack of a better way to say it, emotionally guided and stable, so that you have the energy to share about Neolife. It also puts you in places where you're connecting with people and are able to share about what you're doing. So all of these, and sometimes absolutely away from the Neolife business, you need some time just to regenerate. What's the word I'm looking for? Just to, just get more energy and, be ready to try something new. And Oh, lots of great books. Rejuvenate was the word that I was looking for.
Shelley, was I supposed to time this section?
It's okay. I looked at my clock. We're all good.
Okay.
Yeah. A couple more minutes on this, and then we'll move to the next section. Okay, those are great ideas. And it's interesting that there we go. So your vision is a picture of the future, and that produces passion. Okay, so we want to be thinking about what are we passionate about, right? So your vision and what you want moving forward should be something that's going to produce passion in you, because that gives you that desire to kind of keep on going. Okay, let's move over to the next section. Health and fitness. What do you want for your mind? Is it good food, exercise, podcast, reading, music, whatever it is that you need for your own personal health? What do you want for your body? Is it doing the NeoFit 90? Is it doing weights? Is it good foods? What is it that you're going to be giving your body? And what is it that you want for your soul? Is it, once again, listening to music or reading or visiting with people or cooking in the kitchen or something? What do you want under your health and fitness area? Because each one of those will make you feel healthier to be able to share about Neo Life. If you are an active person, now you are walking the talk, right? If you are more fit, if you have better health, or if you have a story where you didn't have good health at one point and you were able to, now you just feel so much better. Like I had my joint pain, but oh my goodness, 14 years later, I'm still pain free. So it's part of that whole health and fitness of what we want for ourselves moving forward and how it integrates with what we're doing. So let's take another 6 minutes and just think about that and stick your words once again in our chat. Absolutely, we want our supplements to fill the gap. So put them on your page as to what resonates with you for your vision. Oh, the 8 daily do's, that's great. Oh, yes, barefoot, connecting with nature. Some great ideas here for what people want in their vision. And everybody's going to be different, right? Daily physical activity, great, Gina. Constantly learning, building a healthier lifestyle. Oh, and that's good, Heather, getting a little bit more specific with workouts twice a week, monthly massage. Yes. Maybe it's eating more vegetables. Doesn't have to really be a big thing. You can narrow it in a little bit so that it gets a little bit more specific for yourself. And remember, this is just a starting point. Because each time that we come around, there's going to be something new that you want for yourself, that you're passionate about. You're passionate about doing what you need to do to have better sleep. You're passionate about being able to lift more and being stronger so that you can then be with your grandchildren, be with, lift up your kayak, whatever it happens to be that you want to do. Okay. Taking a day for yourself to rejuvenate, enjoy music. Awesome. Young at heart. Yes. Those numbers as we age are just numbers. Be adventurous. Oh, that's a good one. You have to share with what you'd like to be adventurous with. Is there a place that you'd like to go? Because that's kind of what you're thinking about. Because if there's a place that you want to go, then number one, you need the health and fitness and the good supplements and the good foods and shakes to make your body stronger. But you also then might need a little bit of income to get there, like I needed to go skiing with my son, right? So that's kind of how it ties in with Neolife. Each of the quadrants will tie in. And I'm doing it kind of like each quadrant, each corner. If you're somebody that just likes it all mishmashed together on a page, you do your own style and your own creativity. Trying to move forward again, and this just doesn't like to do it. Okay. Oh, there we go. So as it starts to unfold, you have to believe in your vision and do everything you can to turn it into reality. Because this is what you are writing down here. You are writing down here what you want for your life, what you want to be your best self. So therefore, if you're putting it down that this is so important to you and you are so passionate about it, then you'll do it. You'll want it. And nothing's going to stay in your way because this is so important to you to be able to move forward. This is your vision for your life. Oh, next area, relationships. So this can be your family, friends, pets, people that are closer to you. It can be groups or associations or teams, like I'm with the curling team or my teachers group or my walking group. It can be the Neolife, the Canadian team. It can be the Neolife family. It can be the NeoFit 90 challenge group. Anything. What do you want from your relationships? And here I put in my nieces, my siblings, but my nieces and nephews and my great nieces and nephews. I put in the dogs. I put in, the service dogs, because those are all kind of connections for me and relationships that I want to build. What is really important to you? Because once again, the Canadian team, as I said up on stage, when I broke my leg, it was the Canadian team and the challenges that got me moving forward. So that was that connection back to why do I do this business? It's, when I'm talking to the different teacher groups or a social group that I started, then absolutely part of that is coming back in terms of paying it forward to them and building relationships with those people. And definitely family, friends, some will be on board and some won't be, and that's okay because, you definitely want relationships anyways, but the ones then who are on board with what you're doing and open to it, then that just helps to build, a closer circle around you. What relationships are important? Okay, so let's see what people are writing on. Yeah, potlucks, game nights, absolutely. Time with family, wonderful. Different relationships. Mm. Um, Time and energy for friends, absolutely. So put them on there. Team meetings because I'm connecting. Oh, there's another good word, connection. I don't know if that's a big word for you, but it's a big word for me. Right? I have playful as another word because I like to have fun. So that's how I know with my vision. If I'm not having fun doing it, then maybe that really isn't my vision, part of my vision. Because I want my vision to be the things that lift me and the things that I I just want to do no matter what, right? Anybody else have some great words or great ideas for that one? Okay. Here we go. I just keep playing with my cursors here. Oh, bonding. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good word. Ooh, nice. Okay. Last area that we're going to, if this wants to move forward for me. There we go. So, Steve Jobs from Apple. If you are working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision will pull you. That's important because if you're pushing to do something, if you're looking down on your vision board and you're pushing to do something, then it really isn't part of your vision. You should just want to be there. You should just want to do it. And I know I've been changing my vision board. I started this 5 years ago. And each year, as I'm going through the year, I actually put little sticky notes on my vision board and say, do you know what? Look at this area again to see if that's what I really want or what needs to be changed. So I have all these sticky notes. So by the time I get to January, when I sit down to update everything, I change my vision board, the areas, because I want it so solid and so exciting that I just get up every day and do a little part of each of the corners, and it just lifts me, right? So here's business and finance, last area. Why do you partner with Neolife? What is your reason for businesses and finances? My reason was to be able to pay for my products and use them to get my family and myself healthy. My reason, but then dig deeper. But why? Why do I want to be healthy? Well, I want to be healthy because I want to be able to go skiing with my son. I want to be healthy because I wanted to be able to go vacation with my family. And then think deeper even more. Are there more whys? Well, yeah. I also want my business to grow big enough that I can sponsor service dogs so I can give back to the cat shelters, so that I can start a social group and pay it forward to men and women who need a little lift. So just keep digging deeper. And that will help you to move forward in your business, because there's always something a little bit bigger that you want to grow your business for. We all want to share. We all want to help others. But dig a little deeper. Okay, so what are some of these words? Awesome. Yeah, live in integrity. Absolutely. Trustworthy options. Great. And maybe remember, like, you can have a big vision of where it's going to be way down the road, but maybe there's something that you need as a stepping stone right now. And you can put the little one down, or you can put the big one down. Remember, it's your vision. It's always evolving. Wow. That's a big one, Eulalie. That's awesome.
Yep, that has always been my goal.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Because that's why these kind of things on our vision board, when we get so passionate about it, when we hit some rough spots where, it for whatever reason, somebody's decided to stop using the product, you're stuck at a certain level, something needs to grip you down deep with that passion, that you say, you know what, that's okay. I will discontinue because I know we'll move through this, right? Any other whys? Oh, nice. I didn't know you sailed. Lovely. Anybody else got some big whys for their business? I love yours, Kamea. Put yours in there. This is awesome. Lynn, any big ideas? Oh, to travel again? Yes, the tiny home. Great idea. You got to have that vision. You have to have a picture of it on your board. Like right now, you're probably just doing a bunch of words, but honestly, go and find a picture of where you want to travel and either cut it out of a magazine or your print it off your computer so that you can stick it on here. So you can actually visualize it and see it. Write down where you want to be. What do you want to, are you working towards right now being a director? Put that down. Are you working towards being Emerald or Ruby? Or president's team might be your big dream. That's where you want to be. Have it on your vision board so you can see it. Maybe there's an amount in money that you would like to see. Put that on your vision board so you'd see it every day. Oh, leadership school. Yes. Yes, and Leonie just flew off today to go there. That would be a great experience. Conan has housing. Yes. That's great help for people who are homeless and trafficked. Yeah. And director, then Emerald. Awesome one. Way to put that out there. You got to have that in front of you as your vision board. And some of this will overlap, right? What you put on one side will overlap with another. Okay. Okay, I have another, oh, 2 new messages. Awesome. Oh, Impact Summit. Yes, definitely. And the price has gone up to $179 now, so you want to get your ticket before it keeps going up. Build a team in Kingston. Yes, put a picture of a whole group of people there, Wen. So you got your team happening there in Kingston. You, Lily, Sapphire Director?
Yep.
That's wonderful. Okay, and I'm trying to advance to the last one because the last slide says, if I can't get to it, I'll just stop the share. The last slide said, once you have that vision, it's only a vision if there is no action, right? Which is why the next 2 days we'll talk about the action in terms of the goals and in terms of the plan, right? So I'm going to stop the share because this last one doesn't want to go on there for whatever reason. Anyway, okay. You can unmute if there's anything else, if you have any questions, if there's anything that, how many people found it helpful actually having the time right here to be working on it? Was that a little more helpful than just talking about it and then you go off and find some time to do it? If we actually do it here, that's good.
I find it really helps me because if I have a scheduled time and do it, that's when I'm going to do it. There will always be other things that overshadow, overtake good intentions, right?
For sure.
Oh, and let me know when you want the recording stopped.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Any questions about this at all? How many of you added to your vision board tonight? You added more? Good. Did anybody kind of change something? Because you kind of looked at it again after the 2 months and kind of went, huh, maybe I need to kind of do this instead. Anybody change a couple of things? Or are we just at the adding stage right now? We might still be at the adding stage because this is quite new to some people. How many of you actually post it nice and close to you? Like I've actually, once I've made it, I've put it in a frame to hang right beside my office so that I can see it every day. Right? So that's what, like, this is an activity to give you some ideas, but start sticking it on so that you can actually see where your vision is, what is going to be driving you, what is your passion to move you forward. So the next time that we do this, it'll be awesome to have you all kind of hold up what your vision board is and where you are, right? Okay. Any other questions? Unmute if you want. And we're going to have more of these work sessions. I don't want to call it work sessions. It's going to be, I'm going to call them community sessions because we get input from, when you see what other people are writing, then you kind of get to know each other better to build our community. And it also might give you an idea of a word that you never thought of or something new to kind of think about, right? So we're going to call it team building, community building as we start doing more of these sessions where we can chat about things. Last time for questions, or are we good to go? All righty.
Good. Thank you, Shelley. It's really, really helpful to have it into categories and give us time to think about it and share our ideas.
And yours will build in time if it's new to you.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us, and we will stop the recording.